My name's Fenella Stroganoff. I'm a documentary maker from London. In the year 2018, I met Harry Bedell and Jessie Brooks, pictured here. Two self-proclaimed self-help gurus. There was something about them that intrigued me, so I asked if I could tag along. They agreed. What you're about to see is footage obtained over several months, documenting the highs and the lows.
Can we stop, actually? Can we stop?
But before all that, more about Harry and Jessie. My first encounter with the pair was at one of their self-help seminars in Leeds.
I'm sorry to tell you.
I'm sorry to tell you.
But you're 100% dead.
You're 100% dead!
Off the back of these seminars, the pair decided to write some books. This was their book on global warming, and this was, in their words, their attempt to make austerity sexy. Did these books get published? Well, no. But Harry and Jessie always had bigger and better ideas.
I remember we were stood in the middle of Sainsbury's, weren't we? And we were just we both reached for a pack of broken biscuits. At the same time, we looked each other in the eye, we both went, do you remember?
Yes.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
International Schools Tour!
Over the next few weeks, I watched Harry and Jessie work tirelessly to pull their ideas and make their dreams of a schools tour a reality. It was amazing to see such brilliant minds at work. In their words, if there was anyone they knew more than, it was children, and that's who they wanted to share their knowledge with. I felt like I was witnessing the beginning of something very special.
I don't know if you agreed, but it felt like we were riding a crest of a wave, but neither of us had ever had surfing lessons.
I can't even swim, actually.
Looking at Harry and Jessie now, you wouldn't know about their tragic past. You wouldn't know the things they'd seen. But I knew, because I was there with them, from the beginning, when there was still hope. Let's start there.
Really excited.
Me
I'm feeling
too.
really
This
excited.
is it. Awesome. So here is the school.
Penis. We've got a really strong improv section, so we just don't know how that can really go on.
Hard to predict.
3 minutes, 3 hours, we just don't know. See ya, thank you.
Bye.
Come on, Jessie, come on now.
That day, I waited outside for them for a total of 6.5 hours. Their first tour date had been a success.
Little faces of those children just staring up at us. That one in the front row was actually...
You had those really cold,
dead
shark eyes.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, that boy's really seen some horrors. So we had him removed because it was really putting me off. I found it was really difficult for me to connect with my spiritual guide.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't, he was beyond saving. He was
Absolutely.
beyond saving.
There's some of them it's pointless.
Yeah, I mean they're kids. They are
obnoxious.
Kind of pointless, aren't they?
Church of England Primary, Year 5.
C-R-E. Year 5. I think it's a good year because they're quite impressionable. So I think they'll really take on the message, and I'm really hoping we kind of get through the whole show today.
Yeah.
A full run would be great before the teachers come.
Before the teachers come. This should have been my first warning, but because I was never allowed into the sessions, it was only much later that I started to question what was happening. I'd started to hear rumours that parents had been complaining, but Harry and Jessie wouldn't discuss this. They became secretive and withdrawn. This was Harry and Jessie on their 23rd tour date. By this point, something in them had changed. I started to worry about what was going on behind closed doors at the schools. Their moods were unpredictable. Sometimes they were angry. Sometimes they were euphoric.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
so good.
I think that was one of the best shows that we've done.
I don't think
We've done yet. The
was
kids
like-
were screaming.
so much screaming.
A lot of screaming. I think a lot of it was through joy. One of the teachers, I could just see she was really concentrating seriously. She was really taking in the message. A section where you did, you were a bird for 45 minutes. I
don't know where that came from. I do not know where that came from.
It was really inspiring.
I had that in me the whole time, and there you go, it just came out. It was fucking crazy.
I did that emotional monologue about when I was in the Vietnam War.
Yeah, that's...
I could see tears. I
Yeah.
could see tears
Yeah.
in their eyes.
too.
I think we need to... yeah, okay, we're going.
Yeah.
We're gonna go. Okay.
Don't worry.
Sorry.
No, we know.
We know,
don't
we're
worry.
gonna go, we're
Okay,
gonna go.
come on, let's go.
Come on.
Starting shit out.
You can't see in the shot, but that was the police asking Jessie and Harry to move on. It wasn't for the first time, and it definitely wasn't the last. I decided to take matters into my own hands and see what had been going on behind closed doors. This is Mr. Fosterkew, head of Upper Pippleton Primary School.
Well, they essentially turned up uninvited, or more, they'd invited themselves. They contacted us several weeks in advance via email, phone, carrier pigeon, and we rejected them time and time again. Well, they said they were some sort of self-help gurus, but morale is more than high enough in this school. We've been rated pretty good by Ofsted. There was a lot going on. At one point, Jessie had stolen a Bunsen burner from the science department and was trying to singe her own eyebrows off. Simultaneously, Harry appeared to be doing the hacker. And I'll be honest with you, at one point, a bit of Stockholm Syndrome did kick in. And I did start to fall briefly in love with Harry, but it soon passed. And I managed to compose myself and ask him to put down the meat cleaver and please politely leave the premises.
After finding out Harry and Jessie had been hijacking primary school assemblies, I confronted them, but they refused to comment. Even now, after everything, when I asked them about it, they seem to be in denial, blaming everything but themselves.
It was chaos. We were doing 2 primary schools a week.
I was burnt out. I was burnt out. Everyone just wanted a piece of us, and it was party, it was drinks, it was line after line. By home time at 3:15, we were just totally spent and broken people, and we only really had about 15 hours before the next show.
Not enough time.
Which wasn't enough time to come round.
By the time this footage was filmed, the police had received over 5,000 complaints about Harry and Jessie. But instead of giving up, Harry became delusional, putting Jessie through grueling self-help boot camps.
Relax, Jessie, relax. No, relax, Jessie, relax. Did I say look at me? No, I didn't. Right, Jessie, come on. How are you feeling? That was a test. I didn't mean talk to me. That was a test. I failed the test.
And then one day, finally, the inevitable happened.
We'd received our 6th sort of hate mail through the door, death threats, really. So it felt, if you weren't looking for the clues, you wouldn't have noticed.
No, you wouldn't.
And we didn't notice. And that's why when it happened, it really came out of the blue.
This was Harry and Jessie on what they soon realised was going to be the last date of their school's tour.
Because it was so the buzz, it was like they were there.
You could tell that they really didn't have a clue. That bit where definitely the drink. That bit where you took your top off was a real. I think it was great. I think I really.
Can you hear that?
Can you hear that? quick. What do we need? We need to get out. We need to get out. We need to get out. Get the stuff. Get the bag. No, just leave the bag. Leave the bag. No, leave it. Just leave it. Shit.
Harry and Jessie ran, both from the police and their dreams. But their dreams went over. Harry and Jessie are now in Marbella, where this interview took place. They fled there after their arrests, but have since decided to set up a new theatre group with other local expats. They've started a new series of workshops called Expat Yourself on the Back. If there's one thing I've learned from Harry and Jessie, it's never give up.
You need help.